Alright guys, welcome back to Fable Anniversary. So we're continuing from where we left off, just after we came into the Heroes Guild. So we're going to be starting our training in our youth. So we're going to immediately go to the melee training area.
You've finally prized... All right, lad. It's time to see if you've any potential. Get in the ring. Now then, I want you to hit that dummy as hard as you can. Just keep going till I tell you to stop.
Yeah, I'm using the traditional controller style, because I'm used to that more than I am with the PC controls.
Not making much of an impact there, are you? Here, try with this.
The combat does get a bit more thrilling than smacking a target, I can assure you.
Now that's more like it. When you destroy an enemy like this dummy, it drops an experience orb. These orbs contain the knowledge gained from killing the creature. It's very important that you collect these orbs, or you won't learn anything. Now pick it up. Well done, lad. Now then, tomorrow we'll... That's the guild alarm. Sounds like there might be something loose in the woods. This is a good opportunity to test your spirit. I'll wait for you at the guild woods entrance, while you deal with the problem. Once you're done, we can talk about starting your training.
Alright, so our first quest to go and clear some beetles out from the guild woods. Now, a favourite thing for me to do is to not use the stick that's provided for me, but instead punch all the beetles to death. Yes, it is less efficient than using the stick, but you know, whatever. And there we go, quest completed. Easy as. Now, once I exit the guild woods, I'm not going to go straight into my teenage years yet. Because there is more for me to do at the moment.
Good work, lad. Those beetles can be a damn nuisance. Here, I think you've earned yourself some pocket money for that. If you want more gold, I'm sure the servants could use your help with something. Or you can get an early night. Come and see me when you're ready. You look tired after killing those...
So one of the side things to do is to pick up, I think it's 4-5 cooking apples. But there's more than that around to make this side thing a little bit easier to do. And this is supposed to teach you about the whole side quest type deal. To mean that not everything that's story related is... not everything that's important is story related. You can do these other things to help the villagers.
I have to make an apple pie for the guildmaster at the end of the week. But I can't find any more red apples. I only need another 4. If you find enough, can you bring them back here? Thanks. Thank you so much. The guildmaster will get his pie. Here, have this.
Yep, and our reward is another pie. But it seems the guildmaster's not fond of blueberries. So another side thing we can do is a little race, which I think we'll do next, and then finally we'll move on to Maze's quarters.
We're discussing whether I'm the fastest apprentice in this guild. I ran to the demon door and back in 50 seconds. Beat that. Right then, get to the demon door and back and talk to me in 50 seconds.
This quest is also easy, as the only thing you need to make sure is not to run into other people and don't get caught on a random terrain. Over to the left there is a silver key chest, and we'll get to those later. Basically, the number that's on the chest represents how many keys you need to open said chest, and we have none at the moment. I'm thinking I'll leave the silver keys for now and maybe do like a single thing where I show you where they all are.
That's amazing! How did you do it? I lost my bet.
Alright, that's the race done. Alright, moving up to up here now.
The journey's length is of no consequence. The Oracle must be protected.
How can you be so sure? We might need you here. Who knows what battles we might face?
The signs are too strong to ignore, and the Northern Wastes have been too long isolated from the Guild. There is much I may learn there.
Well, I hope nobody thinks you're running away from a fight, trying to cheat death again. You know how people talk.
Talk is of no matter to me. May death close his eyes to you, Maze.
What are you waiting for? Come in. That was Scythe. He was a great hero once, back when he had flesh on his bones and blood in his veins. He's just a shell now. What does he know of the choices we have to make, of what it takes to get things done?
Yeah, that's all well and good, mate. So I think I'm gonna raid your bookshelves for a couple books. Alright, now we can finally move on to the next part of our training. So the Guildmaster is still standing outside of the Guild Wood, so yeah, I'm just gonna have to run over there and speak to him. So how are you guys enjoying this so far? If you actually are committed to watching this, I hope you are enjoying the Fable anniversary content coming from me after so long.
You look tired after your training is about to begin. But you have many hard years of tasks and preparations beforehand. The guild was now the boy's life. The memory of the Oakvale flames still scorched his mind, but soon he had no thought other than training, and he became stronger and more agile with every passing year. His days were filled with grueling exercises, the nights with study in the library. Finally, he was ready to become a guild apprentice, just as Maze had foreseen. The real training was about to begin.
Get out of bed, lazy bones. We were supposed to meet the Guildmaster on the other side of the river, but that was an hour ago. We better get going. Race you there.
Another quality meme from Whisper there. It's a shame that she's not that much of a key character after a certain point. So now we're finally moving on to our proper training, which I have to speak to the Guildmaster.
Late again. You can put that old stick away. We'll begin training with real weapons now. Get used to the weight of this sword, and let's see if you can hit Whisper with it.
Hell yeah, that's more like it.
Come on then. Let's see what you've got, farm boy.
Now pay attention. What I'm about to teach you could well save your life one day. The life of a hero is a dangerous one, and you must learn to block your enemy's attacks if you expect to live long. Whisper will try to hit you, but you can block her attacks with your sword. Not all blows can be blocked, but you should be able to handle anything Whisper can throw at you.
It's best to stay locked on because you'll always be looking at them then. If you're not locked on, you'll always face the direction you block in. That's not a good thing.
Well done. Now let's see if you can combine attack and defense. Ah, hello, Thunder. Come to check on your sister's progress, have you?
You could say that. Whisper told me you've got her training with some farm boy.
Maze thinks the boy has great potential.
Enough to keep up with my Whisper. Ha!
Well, why don't we see? Whisper and the boy are just working on their melee skills now. All right, children, let's see who has learnt the most in their training. This will be a no-holds-barred duel, just like your final melee test. Prepare yourselves.
Basically, stay blocked until she attacks, and then you can retaliate.
I'll hit you next.
It's basically just a way for me to show off.
Ah, lucky shot.
That's all wrong, Whisper. You need to practice more. Shame you couldn't see me fight in the arena. You might have learned a thing or two. Keep training if you want to go there yourself one day.
I could have beaten him if you hadn't stopped us.
We have few enough heroes as it is, without the two of you tearing each other apart in training. Speaking of which, meet me as I make my way to the archery range, when you're ready to continue your lessons. Oh, and about your melee performance. Excellent. Fight like that in your melee exam and you'll do well. Then meet me by the archery range to continue your training.
Cool thing about this is I'm going to wait here to do the melee training exam, and the way I was fighting in there, if I was to do that in the exam, yeah, I guess that's something special for doing it. The only thing is, as you can see on the minimap up there, he's taken the long way to get here. He was on the middle of the bridge and he went back onto the other side just to come around on this bridge.
I'll be able to...
Ugh.
Right. Right, let's get Whisper and you in the ring. Same rules as before. I have a special prize for you if you manage an A+.
Cool as. Go on, swing. I dare you. Come on, Whisper. I know you can do it. It's best to wait for her to swing, because that's when her defense is down. You can get an easy hit on her. I say that and I immediately get hit.
Lucky shot.
Oh, that's where it's at.
Oh, lucky shot.
All right, you can stop now. That was very impressive.
We still got the A+ though, so
Whisper
it's
should
all
be
good.
ashamed. A+. That grade means I can award you a new weapon.
Yep, a katana. I'm going to equip that because that's a base upgrade from
Really
the
showed
sword.
Whisper.
Now we'll move on to archery training.
Are you ready for your archery training? Let's continue our training with the bow. To begin with, see if you can hit the 3 stationary targets. And put some effort into it. The longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage you will cause. But make sure you stay within the circle.
One thing about Fable's combat, archery and magic are broken as all hell.
Well done! You hit all the targets. Unfortunately, most foes don't stand still. So let's see how you fare against moving targets. You have a minute to score as many points as you can. The front target is worth 1 point, the middle one is worth 3, and the one at the back will score you 9 points. And remember, the longer you pull back your bowstring, the more damage the shot will cause. More damage means more points, but you have to balance power, firing rate, and accuracy. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, this bit's really easy. I'm not actually going to put some effort into it until the archery exam, because you only need a certain amount of
Come on,
points.
lad. Get your bow out.
There we go, and I'm done.
Oh dear. Try pulling the string back further.
Nah, you're
Come
alright,
on.
Guildmaster. I'm fine. Just look at that mug. Oh man, he looks so much different from the original Fable. Anyway, so I'm just gonna leave it there and wait for the half a minute. So probably gonna cut it until I get back. So I'll wait for you then.
Master, a powerful man. Oh, I see. The guild master.
All right, so it
is
weren't that
here.
much of a cut, but yeah, that's the end of the training.
Not too good. You need more practice. Next, we will learn about the ways of the will. Speak to me when you're ready to continue with your training. I'll be heading to the island by the waterfalls.
The Way of the Will, aka how to utterly break the combat system in this game. Now that green dot over there, besides the one that's moving, is a evil side quest where you have to exterminate sparrows that are around the place. And yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that since I'm doing a good run. There he is, just sauntering over. It's all good.
Archery grading! Now, the guildmasters asked me to grade everyone's archery skills. And if you get an 8, you've got 1 minute, starting when you fire your first shot.
Don't mind if I skip some of the voice lines, it's force a habit since I've played this so much. You what? Oh, I don't need that much anyway. Right, I'm doing this the old-fashioned way.
That was superb!
I'm already there at an A+, but yeah. That's all you need to do is just sit here and aim there. And you can hit every single target when they come by. You save few, but that line isn't finishing. You're supposed to say it's. There we are.
That almost went straight through!
You gotta love convenient timing.
Wow! You set a new high score! Wow! I ain't never seen any better than that! You got an A+.
Very easy.
The guildmaster said if anyone shot brilliant, I could award them this.
Yes, a crossbow.
Whew, that was some fancy
The downside to
shooting.
crossbows are they don't fire as fast as longbows, but they deal way more damage. I'm not going to be expected to use a crossbow that
There's
much.
just the will left to learn. It's time to learn about will powers. We'll begin by striking these strong dummies with lightning. All right, let's see what you've got.
I love how he's just able to use electricity like right away.
That's it. See how many you can hit in half a minute. Only attack dummies that are facing the center of the island. You won't get any points for hitting one on the back. You will only waste valuable mana. Using your willpowers depletes your mana, and once used, it takes time to replenish.
I'm going to hit 10, that's all I need to do. The exam for this isn't that thrilling either. It only gives you some supplies.
Try being a bit faster between targets next time. Very good, lad. You have learnt the 3 hero disciplines. We can now move on to your final test if you're ready. or you can spend some more time exploring the guild. I believe Whisper is about to go into the guild woods, if you wish to join her. Very well. I'll be in the map room when you're ready to continue.
So yeah, I'm just gonna wait here for the Will guy, and we'll move on into the Guildwoods again for another side quest. Good old demon door over here. I'm gonna speak to him because the way demon doors work is they have a riddle or a puzzle that you need to solve in order to gain access. So I'll let him speak here.
Your path is dark. Only a light will reveal it, and you are not bright enough.
Yep, pretty straightforward one there. We need some form of light in order to get in. Which we don't have right now, even though he's sitting right next to a couple of torches.
And you've got 30 seconds once you first cast lightning to hit as many targets as you can. There's a special prize for A+ students, you know.
Yep, I'm just gonna do this until the time runs out.
That's astonishing. Bloody hell, A+. The Guildmaster said to award these items to anyone who excelled at the will test. I still haven't seen anyone perform better than you.
Yeah, a will potion and a resurrection file. That's not really worth that much.
You really showed Whisper.
So yeah, our next side thing, right here, with Whisper.
Come on, let's hunt beetles. I'll follow you into the woods. The beetle nest is just at the top of the... Wait. Did you hear that? It's coming from over there. Bandits. If only we could get across that stream. I know. Why don't you use your bow? Or some of that lightning the Guildmaster taught you? I'll heal you if you get hurt.
If I get hurt. Come on, who do you think you're talking to? Hell yeah. And these bandits didn't train their accuracy well, did they?
We did it! Did you see the look on their faces? Wait till the Guildmaster hears about this.
And yeah, we are done for our teenage years training. And we just move on to our adulthood. Then we have to run back to the map room and speak to the Guildmaster. Then we can continue.
Phew, that was some fancy shooting.
The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside, the life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero. Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
he calls it a test, but it's more of just let's just see if you remember how to attack. Just in case you have some short-term memory loss stuff.
I suppose you're wondering how you pass the final test then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
Oh, that was convenient. Just
Put some anger into it. Very good. Now, shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close. You're getting better at this.
Mash X, the test.
A good strike. Attack me. Excellent. And finally, cast lightning
I'm
at me.
amazed he could block an arrow with a staff like that.
That's enough. Yes, quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this. But you have passed your final test, and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the guild master.
Very good. We are going to continue now. And yeah, we're essentially done with the Heroes Guild for now.
Well, this is the day, lad. I remember the first night you came to us. And look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed. Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild. Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes. It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform. And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
Yep, so now we're going to learn about how to level up our character, essentially. So there's three different disciplines. You've got strength, you've got skill, and you've got will, each with their own unique abilities. Strength focuses on melee, mostly, and the amount of damage that you're able to deal and take from melee, or like, you can take less damage from any physical sources. Yeah, alongside it's natural armor. So the more natural armor you have, the less damage enemies will be able to deal to you. So these stuff like physique, health, and toughness are a really good thing to max out early on. But at the same time, you've also got the skill disciplines, which focus on the rate of fire of your weapons, which breaks down to the speed at which you can swing your sword, or the amount of arrows you're able to fire in quick succession. Accuracy deals with the amount of damage you do with ranged attacks, as well as the amount of the amount that your screen shakes when you're trying to aim at people. Guile it's really insignificant. It focuses on stealth mostly, and basically lessens your presence with enemies. So you have to get closer in order for them to detect you. And we have a huge array of spells, some more useful than others. For example, I'm going to try and put my levels into Berserk, Physical Shield, possibly Slow Time, and Inflame, because those things are broken once you max them. But for now, I'm going to put my my first few levels into Physique, so that I have that starting armor.
There is little else for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
Yeah, it's the Heroes Guild. He's given us a few basic materials. Most importantly, we've received a lamp.
Check the guild.
So we go into our inventory here and find the lamp. I'm going to assign it to up. So you access that inventory on the left by holding the right trigger, and then you're able to do expressions like this. Yes, hilarious. So by quick selecting the lamp, I am now able to go over to the demon door and open it. Whew, boy, ain't this becoming a long episode, which is just training for Fable. But now we're out of the worst of it, and now we're going on to the main story, which is all good.
Your path is illuminated. Fancy that. You worked it out.
Yeah, there we go. And our first chest, which contains a health upgrade. So those potions of life will increase your total health as well as fully heal you. So yeah, I'm gonna head to the map room and pick up our first quest, and then I'll show end it there, because I've dragged this on for a whole 34 minutes. Yeah.
What's going on?
I'm enjoying playing this as well. Like, again, I don't think I'll ever get bored of Fable. Yep, our first quest is Wasp Menace, which is good.
Oh, he's that chicken chaser.
Stepping out of the guild for the first time.
Remember, following the gold markers on your map will lead you to your quest objective.
Wasps are attacking the picnic area! Follow me!
Yes, I will follow you, but not right now. Cause yeah, I'm gonna end it here because this has been a very, very long episode at 35 minutes. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Fable Anniversary, and I hope to see you in the next one. So from me, goodbye.